Hello guys, welcome again to mathematics learning video with me. Now in this video, we're gonna see how to solve example number 3 of sketching modulus function of y equals absolute of ax plus b. Okay, in this third example, actually we're gonna sketch three functions which are y equals absolute of x plus 2, and then y equals absolute of x minus 3, and then y equals minus absolute value of x minus 3, and then we're gonna also find the vertex and the ranges. But before that, we're gonna review first what we have had in example number 1 and example number 3. Okay, in the example number 1, actually we have a graph y equals absolute of x, and you must be familiar with the shape of this function, which is like this. It is like the V ladder, like this, with the vertex on 0.0 at x coordinate equals to 0. And then in the second example, we have two functions there, y equals absolute of x plus 2 and y equals absolute of x minus 2. Pay attention on this, we actually add the x by 2 and we also subtract the x by minus 2. Because we adding and subtracting the x value or the x coordinate, actually there will be a change also on the graph. The graph will be shifting along in x-axis, or the graph will be shifting to the left and to the right. Okay, now pay attention on its changes. In this function y equals x plus 2, we add this x with 2, then pay attention on the change. The first graph here then shift to the left as many as what we have here. So in this case, we have addition with 2, so the graph will shift to the left as many as 2 units. In the first example, we have that the vertex is on x equals to 0. Now we have the vertex x equals minus 2. Let's see on this example, absolute x minus 2, we subtract this x with a number which is with 2. Pay attention on its change. The change is the graph, the first graph here then shift to the right as many as the number we have here. So we have here 2, then the first graph here then shift to the right as many as 2 units. Why is it like that? It is actually simply because we subtract and add the x coordinate or the x value of this function. So the change will be also on x-axis. The shifting will be on x-axis, whether it shift to the left or to the right. If we add something here, then the shifting will be to the left, and if we subtract something here, then the shifting will be to the right. And then in the example number 3, actually we're gonna see y equals absolute value of x plus 2. Actually there is also the addition here, and also there is a subtraction here, but we don't add or subtract the x coordinate or the x value. Instead of that, we actually add the y value of this function. So we add 2 here, we add to the y value because we add all of this function, and for the subtraction here, we also subtract the y value. So there will be also the shifting, but now the shifting will be on y-axis because we simply do the addition and subtraction on y value or y coordinate, not in the x. So the shifting will be along on y-axis and the shifting will be upward or downward. Okay, the next thing we're gonna try to sketch y equals absolute of x plus 2. Actually, the original function is here, y equals to absolute of x. So we're gonna have the shape of the function like V ladder, but now we add something here. It is plus 2 here. How to sketch that? Okay, the first thing first, we need to find the x coordinate of the vertex. Like we have had before, that the way to find the x coordinate of the vertex by taking the inside part of this function. So then we'll have x equals to 0. This is x coordinate of the vertex. And then the next thing, we have to make table here, x and y table, and then put the x coordinate of the vertex in the middle, and then take two number of x from the left, which are minus 1 and minus 2. And the next thing is take 2 x number from the the right, which are 1 and 2. And then after that, we need to find the value of y by putting this x into this function. So we start by 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. And then minus 1 becomes positive 1 here. Positive 1 plus 2 is positive 3. Minus 2, if we put right here, then we'll have 2. Positive 2 is positive 4. And then 1, if I put it in here, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then 2 plus 2 is 4. So here we have minus 2, 4, minus 1, 3, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4. We have like 5 points, and then we plot those points on the Cartesian diagram. Okay, let's plot the vertex first, 0, 2. This is x equal to 0, and then this is 1, this is 2 in here. And then minus 1, 3. In here we have minus 1. This is 3. So here. And then minus 2, 4. This is minus 2, and we have 4 in here. The coordinate, the point in here. We have like 3 points here, and then we can connect them together like this. Now we do on the right side of the vertex, we have 1, 3, this is 1, this is 3 right here, and then 2, 4, this is 2, this is 4 in here. Okay, we can connect them together. Okay, now we actually have the same shape of the graph like what we have in the previous example, but the difference is actually this graph is shifting upward as many as 2 units. Why? Because we have here the original function here, we add by 2. So the shifting will be upward as many as the unit we have here. Now, how if we have the next function, which is y equals the absolute of x minus 3. Y equals the absolute of x minus 3. As we have had before, that if we add this function, then the shifting will be upward. Then, if we subtract with 3, actually it will be shifting downward as many as this unit. You can have the graph is like this. The original function is like this. This is y equals to the absolute value of x, and then it will be shifted downward because we have minus 3 here. Will be shifting downward as many as 3 units. So this is minus 3 here. So the graph will be like this. This is the graph of y equals to the absolute value of x minus 3. Okay, pay attention. If we add all the y value in here with a number, then the shifting will be upward as many as the unit we have here. And if we subtract all the function here with a number, then the shifting will be downward as many as the unit we have here. And how about if we have y equals minus absolute value of x minus 3? Actually, the original function of this is y equals to minus absolute of x. As we have had before in the first example, the original function shape is like this. The inverted one of y equals to positive absolute of x. This is y equals minus x. Okay, now as we have known before, if we subtract all the y here with a number, then the shifting will be downward. So actually we will also shift this original function downward as many as 3 units. So let's count here, 1, 2, 3. So this is minus 3, then the graph will be like, I'm gonna draw more clearly in here. 1, 2, 3. This is minus 3. This is the graph of, okay, here you are. This is the graph of y equals minus absolute value of x minus 3. Okay, the next thing we're gonna also want to find the vertex and the ranges of the functions here. Okay, now let's look at the first function here, y equals the absolute of x positive 2. As we have seen here that the vertex of this function is actually 0, 2. Now I'm gonna show you how to find the vertex only by seeing on the function. So without you draw the function or without you sketch the function, you can actually find the vertex of this function. As I have explained before, that for the x coordinate of the vertex, actually you can have it from the things inside the absolute sign here. So in here, actually you have x or x minus 0. So actually the x coordinate of the vertex of this function is 0 right here. And then for the y coordinate of the vertex, actually you can have it from the number after the absolute. So in here you have 2. So actually the y coordinate of the vertex is 2. So we have here a 0, 2. Okay, now let's move to the second function here. This is the second function. As you can see here that the coordinate of the vertex of this second graph is 0, minus 3. Now I'm gonna teach you how to find this vertex only by seeing this function. As I have said before that the x coordinate of the vertex, you can find it only by seeing on the things inside the absolute. So in here you have only x, or x minus 0. So the x coordinate of the vertex is actually 0. In here you have 0. Now for the y coordinate, actually the y coordinate of the vertex you can see from the number after the absolute. So in here you have minus 3. So actually the y coordinate of the vertex is minus 3. So the vertex is 0, minus 3. The x coordinate of the vertex you can see from the things inside here. So x minus 0, and then the number after the absolute is minus 3, then the y coordinate of the vertex is minus 3. So the vertex is 0, minus 3, or in another words, actually I can make it in general that y equals absolute of x minus x vertex and then plus y vertex. Later on, you don't need to sketch the modulus function first to find the coordinate of the vertex. Actually, just by seeing on the function, you can find out the x vertex and the y vertex or the coordinate of the vertex. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna tell you what is the effect of positive sign here and negative sign here. So the positive sign in front of the absolute actually give us information about the slope of the function. As you can see here, when we have the positive sign in front of the absolute value, actually we will have an open upward graph like this. Actually you'll have the open downward graph like this. So actually it gives you the information about the ranges. Okay, the next thing we're gonna see how to find the ranges. To find the ranges, actually we have to know the y coordinate of the vertex and also the slope of the graph. From the first example, actually we know that the y coordinate of the function is y equals to 2, and then look at the sign in front of the absolute value, it is positive. So the ranges is more than or equal to 2. So the ranges for this first example is y more than or equal to 2, because we have the y coordinate equals to 2. So it is started from 2 and then upward. Why upward? Because we have a positive sign in front of the absolute. So actually the slope of the function is open upward. And for the second example here, as you can see here that the y coordinate of this function is minus 3, and then the sign in front of the absolute is positive, then the ranges will be y more than or equal minus 3. So the ranges y more than or equal minus 3. For the last example here, as you can see here that the y coordinate of the vertex is minus 3 right here, but for the slope we have the minus slope. It means that the ranges will be y less than or equal minus 3, because we have minus here and the slope of the graph will be open downward. So the ranges of this function is y less than or equal minus 3.